All right, hello. I think this should be live right now. Very professional streaming, switching off from different software like instantly. Okay, I think this was supposed to be Jai's stream, so Jai is here at least.
So. Yeah. I don't know. Am I here? Look.
No, it's hella live.
Oh, okay. We are live. Shit.
Yeah,
okay, right.
So you want to tell people what happened?
Bro, even I don't know what happened. I freaking came back from like a late lunch, and then like turns out my PC like couldn't handle the stress of the bandlist update or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I come back and it turns out my boot, it's not detecting my boot device or whatever, whatever the fuck. So
we're going to be claiming.
My PC's cooked. The SBT cooked my PC. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I gotta go to the shop and like try and get a troubleshoot in tomorrow. And I gotta ask for an extension on all my freaking homework assignments. So good luck with that.
Yeah, you're going to also claim the cash back from SBT, right?
Yeah. I've sent them a receipt already.
Okay, good. Better check that you get your money back.
Yeah. Check in PC is right, cranked.
Okay, so why are we here? Is the new ban list update that came out today? Jai apparently wanted to talk about that one, right?
I think everyone wants to talk about it, but yeah, this is a big one. Am I right? Am I right or am I right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew already that something this was happening, and I have been having time already to accept it, and it still feels harsh.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess. Okay. I was just gonna suggest that we talk about this one by one, but I think that it makes more sense to talk about it in groups, right? Because there, I think, are certain bans and unbans here that deserve to be talked about in the same sentence.
Yeah.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you still want to start from the top. I think Daily Cast is a card that we can talk about by itself.
Sure. I mean, what is that to say? So, like Daily Cast, it got banned with the Elevation release, right? 2504.
Yeah, the release update where they just wanted to ban a bunch of credit cards. And I mean, it made sense at the time. I feel like everybody was expecting that we were entering this meta where Corps were hella down. And we needed to get like the runner cash down a bit to make them able to be fight against the Corp, like the runners. And apparently we're not no longer in that state where we get actually more Corp cards.
And I think it's like quite telling, and of course fairly justified right now when we see the runner Corp win rates like at the tail end of the elevation meta, right? Where we see like Corps, I think Corp win rates are like the highest they've been in like maybe 3 years or something like that. I don't know the exact number, but certainly Corp win rates are up, runner win rates are down, and like this is like a decent way to rebalance it, like, you know, at least on the first look at things. I guess one thing I don't really want to see happening is like we talk about like certain cards being like release valve for certain archetypes, and I think like the biggest example of this is like Luminal Transubstantiation, which we'll get to in a while. So give it a while, but we'll get there. Like Luminal has been like on and off the ban list a couple of times now, and like in the past, the SBT has pointed to HB's win rate as a justification. If it's too high, we ban Luminal, or if it's not high enough, we will unban it. So to give them a little bit of a boost. That has problems, but we'll get there. But what I'm driving at, I guess, is that I kind of get the justification for like the daily cast unban in this case, but I don't want to make it a situation where daily cast is like a revolving door card.
Yeah, 100%. I hope that this is just a card that was originally on the ban list because we were afraid of runners having too much money. And we have gotten to the point where it doesn't actually need to be there anymore, and we just can get like it back into the game permanently.
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that, you know, with Vantage Point releasing, of course, we know like 20% of the set only. But I would hope that as the card pool increases, we will be able to like better isolate problem cards and like target those specifically to remove or return, rather than have to resort to a blanket ban or unban to fix the power level of a side or a faction.
Yeah.
Okay, so that being said, daily cast. So obviously every deck under the sun can use this. I guess like the one exception is like Sebastian. I don't know. Do you think Sebastian is gonna play this?
I think you probably
daily cast?
can play it. There was like a point in the article, if we want to, if somebody actually read the test, there was like,
Who is this shit?
yeah, there was like a point raised here that in our testing we found Shaper gained less of an advantage from these two changes than the other runner faction. Shaper's teaming around alternate credit sources meant that they either didn't have the money to install daily casts or the payoff to leverage the raw credits that it provided. How does this sound to you? Because to me, it sounds kind of like I have trouble seeing how that actually works out, because Shaper is a faction that right now, like Shaper usually feels like this faction that has like different ways of doing stuff, but right now it just has a hella credits. Like you have creative commissions, you have still hedge funds, you have like hella econ operations that you can just like install your daily casts from, and that will get you also also leveraging raw credits is provided. It's like every deck uses money. I just don't see how that works out.
Yeah, sure. I will point out that especially in like the past 2 weeks, maybe. Actually, I'll take that back. Since like Worlds, you know, like the Shaper, like the Shaper card that's been like flavor of the month since World, since CBI, since like this week's deck of the week, even Illumination, and like daily cards make Illumination a lot better. Right, it's just like another installable, like econ installable next to coalescence, next to environmental testing that you can put down and on Illumination, and it I would say it increases the density of installables in an Illumination kind of deck to make getting triple triggers much more consistent.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, Crank saying in chat, it seems to me that runners have a liquidity issue right now, and freeing daily cards is a weird way to address it, in my opinion. I think that it is arguable that runners. I should say I do agree that runners have a liquidity issue, but I'm not sure like why would say that freeing daily cards is a weird way to address it. I think daily cards in terms of like direct credit gain is one of the most, I don't know, universal kinds of credits. I feel like,
yeah, I mean, I can understand the point where like you don't have the cash to actually install it and play the game, but I think that's just like how the card works.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but to go back to your point about Shaper, right? When the list says, you know, Shaper, you know, with the alternate credit sources, I'm assuming that they are like referring to cards like Overclock or I don't know, Azimat, like Azimat SMC, I think. Sorry, yeah. Overclock SMC is a way to do it, and Azimat for generally just fake credits in general. And I think I would say like Azimat isn't like the biggest offender in this kind of regard. Technically, the most egregious recurring credit card in Standard is probably Chesv. I don't know if you would agree with that.
Yeah, probably. If we don't count companions.
Yes, correct. It's probably either Paladin or
I think Mystic is
Chesv.
probably more likely this right now, at least.
You would say Mystic just because we are in a Anika meta? Well, that's only for Shaper, right?
Shaper,
I guess
Shaper
also...
and Criminal Import maybe rather than Paladin.
Sure.
And Anarch used to play like double maybe before they put a Paladin into the deck.
Yeah, sure. Also a note on this Illumination decks, they play Paladin Pomo, of course, which is the number one way of getting huge tempo across the game. Yeah. Well, tempo maybe is not correct, but definitely you are getting multiple credits of value of Paladin. And, I mean, let's not forget that Paladin also pays for daily cast, right? That's like huge.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That means Paladin probably comes back to being the main companion, at least.
Yeah, just having more ways to spend Paladin credits over the course of a game is like really good. And let's not forget, I think even in Anarch, the best way to install daily cards was off the price, right? If you remember those like mulch decks from like start of 2024, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, the price with daily cards, it used to be a liberated account, and then we figured out that daily cards was like probably a better card because like mulch can be a bit like click intensive at times.
100%.
Yeah. Utati, I'm feeling pretty high for Topan with the cast DreamNet unban. Yeah, Topan would cook. It's not solving your card draw problem, but it's solving like it's solving it in the other direction, which means you're allowed to draw more instead of click for credits. I don't know how important that is.
Also, there is a card draw card being unbanned, so
yeah, that
helps a bit. If we want to jump into that one next.
Yeah, I guess we can. Yeah, we can probably go straight into that one. We'll skip over the second unban because I think that will be very contentious and it's a whole section by itself, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, DreamNet unbanned, and of course, when we talk about DreamNet, we need to talk about like the reason that DreamNet was in jail in the first place, which is the fifth line. Hosiko Shiro banned. Tell me how you feel about this one, Aksu.
Originally when I read it, I actually got like kind of angry, and today I was just sad at the whole work day. Like this drops 2 p.m. my time, which is like straight after my work day, like is starting to end, and I was just like sitting around like kind of moping that my favorite idea is gone from the game. I have like been able to accept it a bit. I can understand what they want to do in the article. They want to get rid of like these decks that have zero like deck building restrictions or deck building tension, as somebody has called it. And Hosiko definitely does that. It also Hosiko has been like the main deck that you just play, and it like steals all the spotlight from the other Anarch ideas. I'm kind of sad that we have gotten into this position where like Anarch ideas have been kind of not interesting and not competitive. Like I hope Anarch ideas would compete with Hosiko more than just be a weaker version of like similar effects. For example, like Arisana, Shaper in their faction gets like way more different things that work really differently and are still on the same power level as their top like reg ideas. Stuff like Arisana and Magdalene and stuff like that are still like on the same level as Hosiko, like as their version of Hosiko.
Which is Lat, yes?
Yeah, which is Lat. But then other factions just don't get that, I feel like. At least to me. Where like Anarchs haven't gotten like a unique ID in a long while.
I mean, it depends on what you mean by unique ID, right? okay, I guess before we talk about Anarch, let's talk about Crim first, right? Because okay, Sable is also on this ban list. We'll get to that, but I think so. Tell me what you think about the difference between LAT and Mags, and the difference between Sable and, let's say, mostly hard.
And mostly hard is just weaker and doesn't really compete in the same pool, which is kind of sad. I don't know how you buff Magdalene multi though.
Yeah. So basically, it's your opinion that the difference between Sable and mostly hard is bigger than the difference between LAT and Magdalene, right?
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Crank saying banning a host such a choice when you aren't getting a new Anarch ID in Vantage Point. Not saying it's wrong per se, but the timing is awful.
It feels bad, yeah.
Yeah, it does feel bad. I mean, I think coming back to what we were going to talk about initially, which is so LAT and Max, like I think fairly defining variations on what a rec ID should look like in a particular faction, right? And obviously, Hosiko has been the poster child of rec in that faction. This faction being Anarch for the past, God knows what, 5 years now.
Maybe longer. I feel like Hosiko kind of took the mantle like day one out of Max and stuff.
Sure, yeah, sure. 6 or 7 years, let's call it, right?
Yeah, fair.
Let's call it 6 years. So, and since then, like I think the biggest competitor IDs to Hosiko in faction are Sebastião and Essa, right? Wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
And these are definitely not rec IDs. We can agree on that. Like these are all specialist IDs, and I think it's contributed a little bit to Anarch being like labeled as like the mini faction.
Yeah, I mean, also if you think about stuff like the other ideas, like Loop used to have its own cards that were really specific to him, and Topan and at least like Rio that we have seen also is getting that kind of treatment right now, where we have the stick and poke card coming out for Rio, and that feels like really dedicated support.
It's true that it's true like stick and poke is like a dedicated support card for that ID, right, for Phoenix.
Yeah,
I think but at the same time it's difficult to put Phoenix into the same category as Essa and Seth, right?
Yeah,
because it's not really like a mini faction style. You are playing like the same cards, just playing it in a different like level of aggression and tempo.
Yeah, I think that's mostly because where Rio actually came out, because Rio is in like a base set kind of a thing, where Anarch did get like a lot of different tools, and if you like put Rio in like a new expansion that's more similar to like Ashes or Liberation or something, I feel like Rio would have gotten much more support just for the idea ability, you know. But so that's mostly like, a vibe thing.
Like I mean, you compare to like let's say Borealis Cycle with Essa, right? And we saw that basically like 2/3 of the Borealis Anarch cards were sabotage related.
Yeah, sabotage or core damage related.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing for the Liberation, where it was mostly like tag and resource stuff, connection specifically.
Yeah, connections. So okay, and like from the fact that Elevation is like a more generic set, like meant to be for, or the intention was for Elevation to have like cards for like a broader base of each faction, that you don't see more specific support for Rio.
Yeah, that's the reason I think we don't see that. If Rio came out in like one of these cycle expansions, I think we would have seen way more support for that.
Okay, yeah, I can get behind that.
That's just a guess, I guess. Like there's no hard data for it.
Yeah, Seth Essa, Lu says Millie. Yeah, exactly. Like definitely these IDs are not equal to each other, and I think with the exception of Except at this current moment, I think like all these other IDs have played second fiddle to Hosh like over like the aggregate total of their existence in the standard format.
Mhm.
So in theory, like banning the Rec Anarch default ID will give space to other IDs to shine. But the thing is, I feel like Rec Anarch has been like such a mainstay, has been such a pillar of like the standard format for so long. It's difficult to see what an alternative to Hosiko looks like at this point, unless you are talking like Topan, like let's say Topan, like turn one, Topan's out the DreamNet, turn two, Topan's out the verbal plasticity, and then like the daily cards start coming down after that.
Mhm.
In theory, it's like good value. I don't know about in practice though.
I'm going to be interested in how it works out. I'm going to try it because Reg Anarch is my favorite deck archetype, like of all time. I'm going to try it out. I just feel like it's not going to be the same.
Yeah. Oh my. Okay, Atsu, what the fuck did Visatron do that you got to time them out?
Something about coming to laugh at my pity here.
Slanderous. Yeah. Yeah, Esther and Sable played and so forth. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, we saw Esther go all the way to the world's final table, right? And Seb putting up strong results like even today. But all I'm saying is that I think Hosiko has had a higher aggregate performance than basically every other Anarch ID since, I want to say 2021, maybe even earlier.
I think you can just say Hoshiko has the best aggregate average for like an Reg Anarch ID out of all time, basically. Wizard comes like close, but Wizard also was dog shit early on,
I mean, Wizard was dog shit early on because Anarch was dog shit early on, right? Like, I think
Also,
as the
assets were not really that big of a thing. I feel like Hoshiko just have been like consistently the best deck. And I'm going to be.
Yeah, definitely like top 3 or top 2 even of every meta that she's been in. I think it's fair to say.
Basically, yeah. So I'm going to be interested to see how Anarch actually pans out. I'm happy that DreamNet is getting unbanned because DreamNet, even though it kind of gets talked about in the article about that being like a Anarch card that gets unbanned, but it's good for all factions, especially Criminal and Anarch. But like Anarchs getting that installed from a Gachapon is going to be pretty hype.
Okay, yeah.
So like at least like what I'm doing is playing Rio and going to be installing Gachapons and installing these from there and being kind of happy about my situation.
You're gonna be happy about installing Stick and Poke in Rio?
Yeah,
from a Gachapon?
That's also a virtual companion.
Okay, bro, I am not gonna lie. I'm gonna, like, if I ever were to play Rio and I popped a Gachapon and I saw Stick and Poke with it on it, I'll be so happy because that means that's a card I don't care about removing from the game. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
If you're playing Rio, you should play the Stick and Poke character, for sure. We can talk about Rio not being that good, but like I think Stick and Poke in Rio is like the thing where you're playing Rio.
Sure. I mean, if I'm ever in a position where I'm forced to play, if I'm forced to play Rio, like, I mean, point a gun to my head and tell me to pick this thing in quick draft or whatever, then sure,
Yeah, I think it's going to be cool, but like I have zero idea if it's actually good.
Yeah. Okay. John Delaney, do you think that Hosh being so strong justified NSG letting all corps to be oppressive versus all other IDs and makes the runner landscape restricted because other IDs have trouble competing versus corps?
I don't think that has been the case for like ever.
I mean, this is like only the case when Hosh is like the clear number one deck, and I think like don't get me wrong, I think Hosh at times over her existence has been the number one deck, but I don't think it's been like the clear number one deck. Well, not since DreamNet got banned, I think. Which was like in 23? Yeah, 23.
I would say like UK, like Euros 24. I think that was pretty much the case, where you had like Hosiko with Bunker and Turbine.
Okay,
that was pretty impressive.
So this was TAI meta, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe that's true. Yeah. So definitely, unless I'm remembering something wrongly, Hosh was the best deck in that meta. So maybe that's an example. But I feel like Hosh has like never been that far ahead. Okay, Hosh was never as far ahead of the rest of the pack in terms of runner power level as other tier 1 decks. Tier 1 runner decks have been. I think like the best example of this was Trickshot Lad in 2024, the same year, right?
Yeah,
like one expansion later. Wait, was it even that? No, it's the same expansion, right?
Yeah. Was it? No. There had to be something happened between, I think.
I mean, the one thing I remember that happened was World Tree got banned. Jesus.
I guess it actually was just that Bunker and like no, something was banned after that shit. Turbine? No.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes. So no, the devs has the answer in chat. Yeah, World Tree Ari was so the most popular deck at EMEA was Red Hosh, but that was the debut of World Tree Ari.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, actually, yeah, Hosiko wasn't even that much ahead. Like, yeah, Hosiko has never been like that much ahead of other factions, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, if you compare to like, I think the two examples in my head are Trickshot Lad at 24 Worlds and Boat Lad at 23 Continentals.
Which I don't know. That actually was pretty close with Hosiko with Drip.
Okay, so yeah, so it was Boat Lad, Boat Hosiko. I feel this is personal opinion. I think the Boat Shaper was better than Boat Anarch.
I think so, but like that was still pretty close.
Yeah. So yeah, overall, I think Hosiko definitely was like that much ahead of the rest of the Anarchs. But I don't think she was ever that much ahead of the rest of the runners. Can we agree on that? Yeah. Cons 23 was the big dominant season for Hosh, wasn't it? That's why they banned DreamNet right after. Yeah. So that was the I think that was like the tipping point.
I don't think that was legal at that point.
Boat season was 22. Boat was 22.
No,
yes,
yeah, I mean, I think DreamNet was not legal while the Cons 23 was happening.
Oh, I can't remember honestly.
Should be like Turbine.
Yeah. Let's check when DreamNet got banned.
Ashen Eco did play. Yeah, this is what the daily cast Bunker Cleaver moshing. And DreamNet.
Ashen Eco. Wait, what are we searching for?
Oh, that's 24. Never mind. I was thinking of wrong year.
Yeah. I remember this Ashen Eco deck. But this one didn't have DreamNet, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, 23 Continentals. Yeah, that was definitely a peak gameplay kind of a year.
Yeah. And so if we point to exactly that season, that part of the season, Continentals 23, and say this was like the point where Hosh was like head and shoulders above everyone else, and therefore they banned DreamNet. I think that's okay, right?
Yeah.
Like I think it was justified at the time.
Yeah. So.
Right. We make jokes about like the first inmate in Hosh jail was even the first one in. Yeah.
I feel like that's the only inmate in Hosiko jail.
There's like arguments to it. I think you can argue that Moshing is in Hosh was in Hosh jail.
I think Moshiko is in Anarch jail too, specifically, because like imagine Esa with the Moshing. That shit is busted as hell.
True.
Or like these Hoshiko with that shit is also busted.
Okay, Esa with Moshing probably because busted as hell. I am not convinced that Seb with Moshing is busted as hell.
Yeah, I don't think Seb is like that one, but like I think that's I think it's still Anarch doing it, not Hosiko doing it. It's not like Hosiko jail, which is like DreamNet specifically, because that really wasn't played anywhere else. It's like if we think about this ID jail as a concept, because otherwise stuff like Obi jail is way different.
Sure. Okay. So I put it to you another way, right? So I don't know if you have heard this, but I have heard this from sources I won't name, right? That part of like the only reason that given all the other reasons, right, that we have for daily cards being unbanned, but the only reason that that daily cards can be unbanned is that because Hoshiko at that point in the ban list testing process was also had already been determined to be banned, and therefore this is the only reason we're allowed to unban daily cards. Would you then argue, because I think I would argue that daily cards also was in Hosh jail for different reasons?
If everything you assume is correct, yes, but I don't think it is like that, to be fair.
Okay.
I think you could have unbanned daily cast and keep Hosiko in the meta game.
Millie Lily, we need to see the rest of VP, but I'm pretty sure Seb and Esther become the most played Anarchs. So we are saying that probably not enough Topan and Phoenix support in the rest of the set. Yes, we have seen only 3 out of 8 Anarch cards so far.
If you go by straight now, yes, but I don't think anybody should do that. I think you need to look at the rest of the cards before you can actually say anything meaningful.
So I mean, what I will say on a personal basis is that my 2 card reveals coming in like a week plus are both Anarch, and I feel like neither of these cards will be Seb or Esa cards. Maybe one of them is like a Seb card, but I expect not in the way it's intended to be played. You can, if that's a leak, then it's a leak. But you heard it here first.
I can also say my cards are not Seb or Esa cards.
Bitch, your cards are NBN cards. What the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, I was telling the truth.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think you can import all of this conversation about Hosiko straight into the conversation about Sable?
I don't know, actually. Okay, I mean, the thing is... Okay, so I guess the question is, do you think Sable was pushing out other crimps?
I think factually you can just say that's true. Like, you can talk about the reasons why that happened, but like, I think it's just factually correct.
Right.
I think the reasons are like that the other ideas are just worse and not consistent and need way more deck building requirements to actually make work. which I think is their goal during this banlist update.
Sure. I will say though, if you want to make a direct comparison, like we have like DreamNet release from Hosh jail. Similarly, we have Info Bounty release from Sable jail. The thing is, Info Bounty was like you can see DreamNet being played in like other non-Hosh IDs, right? I mean, we can talk about Vic being another digital ID who's definitely jamming DreamNet into all its decks.
Yeah, but like
yeah, Info Bounty is not the same, right? We are not seeing like all the crims tripping over themselves to put Info Bounty in the decks now that it's been released from Sable jail.
No, I specifically pulled up the list of decks that played Info Bounty previously, and it's just Sables all the way down. This was extremely targeted, so basically this unban means kind of nothing. It just is one less thing on this blacklist, but it could have been like treated like 24/7 news cycle used to be on the ban list, even though it didn't have any usage.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So in that sense, like it's a bit sad that the punishment for the crime was the same, even though the crime itself wasn't as egregious.
I think that's just because Sable was in the game for less and Criminal was way worse for a longer time. Because like the cards Criminal got like 2 expansion in a row were kind of whack,
I mean, it's true. I mean, I agree with you until Elevation's release, right?
Yeah, but I think 2 expansion in a row, specifically talking about Liberation and Borealis. Like, if you look at the Criminal cards in these sets, it's like nothing, basically.
Pura, that's all.
Yeah, it's like Pinhole Threading, it's like a faction.
Okay, Pinhole's good.
Yeah, but Pinhole is in every deck. That's not a Criminal card. Other than that, it's like Carpe Diem is a Sable card, sure. Revolver Chesve. And basically nothing else. And Liberation got you all the bypass cards that are super useful.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a couple of breakers, but like if you compare that to Ashes and Elevation, that's like the good Criminal sets, actually.
I mean, yeah, Ashes is like peak, right? Ashes is peak crim. You got Class Act, Boomerang, Bravado.
Yeah, this is like an all-timer Criminal set.
Bro, what the fuck is Liberation Crim? Like, no, let me
Let you look at it again. Yeah, it's
like bozo tier cards. Jesus.
It's the bypass set. I was like so mad when this was coming out. I was just looking at Mercury coming out and like I was like, okay, we're going to get all the bypass cards, and this is not going to do anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. I think, since we're now on the topic of Sable, it makes sense to talk about, to go back and talk about the card we said we were skipping, right? Like Frank saying, Sable ban only makes sense to me in the context of Deep Dive getting unbanned. We'll save the second half of that sentence for later. But yeah, Sable, I completely agree, right? 100%. Sable is only... Sable cannot exist in the same format as Deep Dive. Like, that shit is just way too easy.
Yeah, I feel like that's a case, yeah.
Yeah. I think like the triple Deep Dive Sable was really good at Worlds 24. I believe it. I think Analyze Chris brought it and like bubbled out of the cut there. And don't Google the deck name, by the way, Mr. Hands. Yeah, don't Google that. Don't make the same mistake I did. Anyway, yeah, and then like when Elevation dropped, like I think on day 1 of Elevation or like week 1 of Elevation, like Soccer was in the UK, I think, for like a tour with Brandon the King, and he won that event with triple Deep Dive Sable.
Yep, Deep Passion.
Yes, correct, and and he was like very vocal that he felt like this was not good for the health of the format, like immediately post rotation. I mean, the deep dive did end up getting banned, like not long after. But I'm curious as to like whether like how good the deck would have held up, like going 6 months down the road, when Corps got more refined and developed. Like how like Dive Sable matches up into decks like the Kill Alco or the like Scrubs, for example, stuff like that.
Yeah, it would have been interesting.
Yeah, so that part is not clear to me. And so like the unbanning of deep dive in this set like indicates to me, right, that SBT is comfortable. Maybe they are wrong on this, maybe they're right on this. We'll have to see in this upcoming district season. But SBT has indicated that they are comfortable with deep dive returning, and they're confident that the tools that Corps get in Vantage Points are enough to put like a cap on like the power level of deep dive as a shaper finisher, or even like a finisher in general.
Yeah, we specifically see in the set or the reveal article, we do see like flagship come out, which is a central defense. We got yesterday, 2 days ago, Let Them Dream.
2 days ago.
Yeah, Let Them Dream, which is like a good central defense card. So we have seen these cards come out. But like, I don't know if this is yet enough, but like, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, and of course, it's worth noting that it's harder to get the 5th click now in Shaper than it was pre-rotation, right? Like pre-rotation, you had like DJ Fenris to get Sable. You had
realistically, I think you have almost all the same tools that you used to have.
What were these? Okay, so I'm just thinking back to what we played at Worlds 2024, which was like the peak of deep dive Shaper, right?
I think the only thing you're missing right now is just the DJ Fenris.
Yeah. Okay. So technically, so we still have Swift, which is what I played at Worlds. I guess like part of the part of the problem is that the best event that you can play with Swift got banned, right? We're talking Trickshot, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's not clear that papers are going to have like access to the 5th click as consistently. At least to me, it's not clear. Like maybe you can play wheels.
No, I think I think you just play wheels, and some people there was talk about like playing the Pikachu, and you can just play those if you want. If you don't want to play the other thing, and I think that should be enough of clicks, right? Outside of specifically Leo with the train, I feel like that might be an issue.
Yeah, so Pikachu, Wheels, and Swift are all still correct.
Yeah, so it's literally DJ Ferris is the only click losing card or click gaining card that we lost.
Yeah, so Wheels is correct. Pikachu is like much more an Ari card, right? You will see like Dive Ari. Dive Ari, I think, will be easier to construct than Dive Let. I do think that Let will end up being the better deck still. Like how much of that?
Okay, so this list definitely feels like it's missing a card. Do you agree that we have Hosiko, which is like the main reg Anarch ID. We have Sable, which is the reg criminal ID, but we're missing for some reason Lat, which is like exactly at the same level of a reg ID criminal that people have been just grinding out value from like for years also.
Yeah, I mean, I have no defense, brother. Like where is Lat on this list? Right?
Exactly. It's like I have yet to hear any convincing argument on why Lat is not on the list if these other two political prisoners are on there.
Wait, these are not the political prisoners. Jesus, the political prisoners are DreamNet and Infobomb. They got released. It was the prisoner exchange, bro. This is the prisoner exchange ban list.
Let me spin my narrative, brother. Yeah, it's like
Cross is. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, I think Anycam Lat is right now one of the best lists in the format, and to that shit, it just got better.
It's I mean, I can get behind that. If you ban Lat, everyone will just realize that Mac is just better. I'm choosing to believe that it's just that's just Corp, right? That's just Corp.
I mean, it's different. Both are like as good of each other. I feel like the reason why Lat gets less of a target on his head is that there are better Shaper IDs that are more competitive with Lat than the other faction cards, or the other factions get.
Yeah. Okay, wait. I just wanna like reply to a bit of chat at the moment because like Have a Fun saying Lat needs slightly more work to fire than Hosh and Sable. Okay, so Alex, I'm gonna be upfront here. Like, you need to stop defending Lat. Like, you just need to. I know it's your favorite ID ever. I know you get you get your dopamine hit like far in excess of what it should be from getting the Lat draw. But brother, you need to stop. Like, every argument you make for Lat makes it sound like you're a paid actor. I don't know what else to...
I mean, I think people are overvaluing how difficult getting the actual Lat trigger is. Like, yeah, there are stuff that you couldn't do against it, but like, are most of those things reasonable? Is it reasonable to expect everybody to play on like 0 cards in hand? No. Is it reasonable to expect everybody to be on PD and never give Lat the trigger? No.
I will say that, with the new agendas being released, PD getting better is like maybe a slight Lat nerf. I don't know how much you value that.
Not much, but I think I never was a PD gamer who actually thought just keeping 6 cards in hand all the time was the correct play in PD anyway.
I mean, not during the design process, surely, but in a meta where you know that Deep Dive Lat is going to be the best deck, I think that might incentivize you to play PD, right? With 6 hand size and like multiple defensive
if I think PD Lat is the deck of the metagame, I'm just playing like Leo with Blackship and something.
No, I think like Rush
PD works, but yeah, I don't think Rush PD works. I don't think Rush PD works specifically because you can have 6 cards in hand.
Yeah. I mean, of course, it's not just because that, but
it helps
Rush
a bit.
PD wants to play these kind of agendas, which doesn't like to see off a deep dive, right?
Yeah, but I think it's really specific and not like attacking Lat's ID specifically, because I think people are claiming that Lat's ID is like super easy to turn off, which I just don't believe is the case.
Sure. Okay, so this is a funny story, right? So there's this idea of deck building tension, right? Which like shout out to Kikai for like introducing this concept. Deck building tension, basically the idea that an ID introduces like specific choices that you want to be putting specific cards in specific IDs that may not necessarily be the best cards in a vacuum, right? So this would be, for example, mostly hard playing, run events, and icebreakers in the deck. You want like a higher percentage of them than in a normal Crim deck, and that's like technically deck building tension. And like part of his like greater remarks was that the top 3 IDs, the top ID in each of the 3 factions, right? Hosh, Lat, and Sable have like little to no deck building tension. Like Hosh just asks you to access card every other turn. That has like basically no bearing on what you put in a deck.
Mm-hmm.
Sable asks you to play mark cards and run events, which is technically deck building tension, but I mean the whole fucking Crim faction is run events anyway, right? You're playing 3 Bravado, you're playing 3 Transfer, Carpe Diem.
Yeah, also you just play all the good mark cards that are basically run events and econ events anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So
you don't actually play like
function...
anything that actually matters to be like a mark
Yeah,
card.
so you're not putting any cards that you didn't want to put in a Rec Crim deck anyway.
Yeah.
So functionally, there's like very little deck building tension, right? And then let obviously the ID has like no interaction with deck building tension whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
So then, like my suggestion, I mean this is coming from like a purely design perspective. Like, how would you introduce deck building tension into an ID like that? And the answer, like my answer at least, was to say we have cards that exist like Basilar Synthglan, right? Like Zenith Chip cards that do like Cybernex that do core damage to you, and and this is going back to like back when LED was first released in Ashes in 2019. People didn't play LED in 2019, and the reason, and well, not the reason, but one of the reasons for that was because StimHack was legal. And that StimHack was such a god-awfully overpowered card. I will say it's an overpowered card with a drawback that is like uniquely crippling to Let's ID. We can agree on that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do a core damage to yourself. Like it hurts basically every runner, but it basically turns off Let's ability for like almost the entire game.
I don't think it's that far, but it still hurts the lat way more than it hurts anybody else. Sure.
Exactly. Like so, my proposed solution, right, to what to do about LED, how to introduce deck building tension into LED is, for example, what if Vantage Point has a StimHack reprint?
I mean,
would you play LED if there was like a 1-to-1 StimHack reprint in Vantage
probably
Point?
not. I would play like Aresana, just do illegal shit.
Yeah, exactly, right? So like that's like kind of what I'm driving at.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's like not a as broken as StimHack, right? Having a really good card in Vantage Point, in Shaper or low influence that Shaper wants to play, that has core damage as a drawback, I think is like maybe a good enough check on Let's power, because you are increasing every other Shaper's or every other runner's power relative to him because he doesn't want to play this card that reduces hand size.
That's interesting.
Yeah. There's already a StimHack replacement in the format. It's called Light the Fire.
That's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same, right? We're talking about the card that LED. We are talking about a card that people want to play that LED doesn't want to play, right? And no one is falling over themselves to put Light the Fire in the deck.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that we just have to wait and see what happens. Like, I think a lot of this is purely theoretical at this point, when you haven't seen a lot of the card pool yet.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our issues on this ban list could be fixed by, like, just new cards coming out.
Yeah. Okay. So Vice President, to be clear, I am not saying that they should reprint characters. Like, by God, please never reprint StimHack. Right? Jesus Christ. No, bad.
If you you just put 5 influence on it and don't name it a core damage. You make it like a new damage type, so Esa can trigger it.
It just says your hand size is reduced by 1 for the rest of the game.
Something like that.
Like ONR style, you know?
Exactly, and we could be really hyped with it.
Yeah. I mean, like, for example, imagine if like Basilar only costs 1 core, for example. In a format with deep dive, that's like attractive. You might consider it if Basilar only did 1 core, but LED is like, fuck no, I'm not doing this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's exactly the kind of deck building tension that I'm trying to introduce. It doesn't have to be StimHack tier power. It doesn't have to watch the format. It doesn't even have to affect any other faction other than Shaper. It just affects Shapers.
Yeah, that's interesting. We will see what happens.
Yeah. Just reprint Sifil. Yeah.
That would mean the
Yeah,
same thing. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm down. Yeah.
You can't say that shit after saying that we cannot reprint Steam Hack.
One of these cards is eternal pointed, by the way, and it's not Steam Hack.
Yeah, 100%. You ready to continue to the next card?
Yeah, let's do it.
So Luminal Transhub Station gets hit by the revolving door again.
Yeah, I will update my bingo sheet as soon as I get access to my computer again, which is I don't know when. Hopefully by the weekend, you know.
Yeah, how do you feel about it? I'm like really happy about it, but for a different reason than a lot of other people are.
Yeah. I think so. When I first saw the dream card, fuck, what's it called again?
Let them dream.
Let them dream. I was thinking to myself, there's no way they're going to allow Luminal to be tutored in a PD deck, right? Well, if you go if you have if you go seamless, let them dream, gem, and Luminal, that's like
too much.
GG.
Yeah,
it's too much. And like the number of games where that happens, it doesn't even have to be the seamless. You can just like single advance. You can single advance the let them dream. And if people think it's like a luxury line that they don't want to fucking contest because like they can't pay the click to go through like skunk plus pay the click for stealing the luxury line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if that happens and you go like seamless advance, score the let them dream, and then gem the Luminal just tutored, it's like I said, it's like basically GG.
Yeah,
and I think like the consistency that you give a scoring deck like PD, a rush deck like PD, where this will happen quite often, is like way too much.
100%. Also, I feel like Luminal was already unbanned on like a fleeting time frame where it definitely was not sticking around. It was just that HB felt extremely dogshit at a certain point of the metagame before in elevation, you know?
Yeah. I mean, we did talk about this at the very start, like Luminal being like the toggle ban for HB. I mean, I see some people in chat like talking about it being the toggle ban and like liking it to remain as the toggle ban. I don't know, bro.
I don't like toggle bans as a concept because that feels like just a way too easy knob to turn. I feel like we should let the thing evolve. Also, I have this crusade against limit 1 per deck agendas, but I don't think I need to go into that this week.
Oh, this week? You mean it's going on a pod?
No, I may have a podcast where I complain about it consistently.
Right. Crank says, Jai, remind me during, before, after our daily cast episode to tell about some V1 FFG cards he played. Oh, I did not know Crank was an FFG playtester.
I think that might have been just a card that the story has been told previously, and that card was hella wild.
Okay, I want to hear this story from Cranked. Got it. Okay, but yeah, we're talking about toggle bans. Okay, this is interesting. Do you consider Luminal to be a political prisoner?
Hell no, fuck Luminal.
Bro, whether or not you like Luminal has nothing to do with the fact whether it's a political prisoner or not.
No,
political prisoner doesn't mean card you like that's on the ban list, bro.
No, even then, I don't think so. I think Luminal is like partly a NBE ban also. It also is like just this card is kind of whack design ban. Because like if you think about it, it's a card that like polarizes a lot of matchups by just it existing. And like a lot of games by itself. Like a game where you draw and scored Luminal as your first agenda is like your win percentage increases like 20% or something. And I don't think that's healthy for the game. I think the same argument can be called for Above the Law, which knives at winning and wins you the game by itself, and no opponents not like being able to play around it because it's a limit 1 per deck, and you really cannot play around against your opponent just drawing the 1 card in their deck that just snipes your twinnings. Also, you cannot really play around your opponent just having a 2-pointer that gives you a tag. Like, that shit is so bullshit, and like has won so many games that the corporation didn't deserve to win. And longevity is fine.
Longevity is like, bro, he was just supposed to be part of the club, bro.
But no, I don't think it's a political prisoner, and I think it's fine to stay gone, and I'm happy to play PD without it.
Okay, I want to zoom in on one part of your previous monologue. You said that the difference in win rate when Luminal is scored and when Luminal isn't scored is 20% for the HP deck. Are you standing by that number, or do you have like a more zoomed in accurate number?
No, I don't have any actual numbers on it.
Yeah, because I think it's interesting to think about when HB has a reliable way with Let Them Dream Now to tutor Luminal, right? It's actually like much easier to examine like the win rate difference. You know what I mean? Yeah, because if you remember, like Augustus, sometime was it in 25 or 24? I can't remember, but at some point he was playing fucking DRM in his PD. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and DRM, of course, a conditional card, but it does get you the Luminal, and it does jam the Luminal in the remote. And I did like come across one remark on GLC earlier that said, essentially, what is the difference between Let Them Dream and DRM? That you're okay with DRM being legal and tutoring Luminal into the remote versus Let Them Dream can't be allowed to tutor Luminal. Like, that shit is too powerful. What is the difference between those two?
I mean, I think one of them takes influence and has actual restrictions, and one of them is like already a good 4-2 agenda.
Right.
That's pretty big, a pretty big difference, I feel like.
Yeah, I think that mostly covers it. And like the point is that it doesn't cost a slot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The DRM, like both of them are 1 influence, but the DRM is taking the slot of. Okay, we all know it's taking the slot of a Spin Doctor, right? Because it's fucking Augustus.
100%.
Oh my god! Oh my god, bro! I just say that out loud, and I realize what influence Augustus is going to cut for the Let Them Dreams in his PD.
I'm going to cut Spin Doctors for Let Them Dream. I'm going back to
no,
brother. I'm going back to 2021.
Bro, you're joking.
No, brother. 21 was peak. It was cinema. Fucking kino.
What are you even talking about?
No.
21, you had fucking Fairchild, bro.
So?
You had Fairchild. You had AAL.
What the fuck? I mean, yeah, but like, where the fuck is the list? I need to see it again. Very normal PD. This shit was so fucking peak. Also, what the fuck did it actually? No, this is wrong list. I cannot read.
I'm shocked you don't have the Rotom list bookmark.
No, I should have. Yeah, it's fucking 2 Spin Doctors, 2 GFI, 2 Border Control.
Yeah, 2 spin, 2 GFI, bro. What are you smoking? There's no way you're cutting spin for Let Them Dream. You're high. You're high as fuck.
What the fuck do you mean? No shot.
Oh my goodness.
I'm cutting. Like, there's going to be 2 Spin Doctors. They can be brothers in arms, while I score my 3 copies of Let Them Dream.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You like I think I'm like okay going down to like 2 spin, especially because like sometimes you don't want to shuffle after like you tutor agenda to the bottom, right? But you know what Augustus is gonna do.
Yeah.
You know what Augie's gonna do. He's gonna cut like all three, and he's like, "It's fine, just fucking jam the thing."
I was not advocating for like total spin doctor annihilation, you know. I was just getting one out of there.
It's like he's gonna do it. We're going to maul at it. We're gonna shout at him. He's gonna win a fucking AMT, right?
He's going to win a fucking Continentals, brother.
He's gonna win a Continental, and then we're not gonna be able to say anything. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, this has happened before. Fucking Demolisher was exactly this shit. Like you.
Okay, so what are we gonna do?
I think we need to take his cards away from him or something. Like this shit cannot happen again.
What are we taking? We can't take his spin doctors away. He's already done that.
No, like all of the cards. If he doesn't agree to our demands, like this Demolisher shit is so whack. And like everybody tried to talk him out of it, and he still fucking did play it. Like and got second and first at the Continentals.
How did we let this happen, Aksu?
I tried my best to stop it.
Oh my god! I look at the list now, and it's like PSA, all caps PSA. Put none in this deck. Jesus Christ! Somebody stop him! This guy won the ultimate showdown. Jesus!
My god!
Oh, okay. Like friendos, like anyone who's still listening to this segment, like please let them dream is not an excuse to cut spin doctor from a deck. Augustus Caesar is not an excuse to cut spin doctor from a deck. Right? Like please. Oh, I'm so done. But yeah, I mean, Luminal, like you just can't. You just can't. Okay, I guess, did you want to talk about like the difference between Luminal and GFI? Because I think it's an interesting comparison.
You mean Let Them Dream and GFI?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, one of them is the most broken agenda ever printed, and the other one is Luminal.
I mean, the interest, I think people are making the differences to be way larger than they actually are. Because, if you think about games where opponents stall 3 point, or if they stall GFI and two pointers, that's basically the same game where they stole your 3-pointer and Let Them Dream and one other 2-pointer. I feel like.
I mean, yes. Okay, so that part is true, right? But I think in practice, in game, it's going to be quite different. For example, let's say you're lat. You go run. You have a fifth click from somewhere, and then you go, and then go deep dive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say you don't have the fifth click. You just raw dive, and you see a fucking Let Them Dream, bro. That is okay. I would rather, as a deep dive player, if I was a deep dive player, I would rather see GFI in an opponent's deck list than Let Them Dream. Can we agree on that?
Sure.
Yeah, because it's not just that it's worth less points. It's also that when you score a dream, you can actually straight up put an agenda where you can guarantee no dive will ever see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's quite significant. And okay, I tell you what, there are going to be absolute cinema moments on stream and on in the cut of a Continentals or something, right? Where someone bottoms a 3-pointer with Let Them Dream, right? And then the game goes giga long, and both players are counting cards and RNA to see how far it is before the deep dive can actually reach the 3-pointer on the last card of the deck. That is gonna be cinema.
Yeah, sure.
Mira says, is this deep dive is actually fine, Corp? I am not saying deep dive is actually fine. I'm saying that I think Let Them Dream specifically is like uniquely positioned to be a check on the power of deep dive in a way that we actually haven't seen before in NetManor history.
Also, just to clarify, my cope is the DreamNet deep dive is like more fine than Lat not being banned. That's my take.
Say again.
So deep dive being unbanned is more fine than, or like Lat should have been banned and deep dive unbanned. I think that's like my call.
Okay. I mean, I don't have any strong feelings about that. What I will say is that I was like actually kind of up on Hiram, the new Shaper runner, up to the point where we saw deep dive get unbanned.
Yeah, because Hiram's point was that it's a win condition in a faction where all the win conditions are dog shit. So deep dive like comes back and fixes that entire problem.
Yeah, so we don't need a win condition like from your ID anymore.
Yeah,
right. We can just play like the lat game, the max game, whatever, RE even.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. That's an interesting question. Does the existence of Let Them Dream increase the value of Sabotage significantly? Why would that be the case?
I don't know.
I don't see a reason why that would be the case. Like Let Them Dream. Yeah, I mean, because Let Them Dream can even rescue agendas from archive. So if anything, it weakens Sabotage slightly, right?
Yeah.
And the fact that it's an agenda that's worth less points means that the runner stealing it is
more fun from you.
Like you're more okay with it getting ripped off like top of R&D Sabotage. It's like, you know what? At least it isn't an agenda I actually care about. You know. It also will lead to some cinema moments, like where the Sabotage is trying to reach the agenda on the bottom of the deck. I'm pretty sure that will happen at least once.
I don't see it happening, but
you dig through Corp deck faster to get to the bottom of just in R&D. I think
if you get to the bottom of the R&D already, the Corp has already lost the game.
Yeah, the Corp has already fucked this up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Honestly, shout out to that one game between Devs and Antoine at Ultimate Showdown. Holy cinema. Holy cinema. Bro, I still get chills from that game. I still get chills when I go back and watch it. Okay. Does Alco play Let Them Dream? That is an interesting question.
The
right?
scoring one probably can. No, it can't. Yeah, scoring a 4-2 is like hella difficult for anybody that's not PD or HP.
Yeah. I mean, just seamless launch in general. Like you can even imagine like Nuvam playing it if that deck still exists.
Yeah.
Okay. No, the thing is, it's a really interesting question because so if we go back to the GFI comparison again, right? What GFI did is being a 5/3, it really forced decks to conform to like the 2 GFI and then filled up the rest with 2-pointers, right? Your faction 2-pointers or NAPD contract or whatever the hell. I mean, Oxford Office in modern days. But I feel like that might not be true with Let Them Dream, right?
No, I think you still have to play a mix of 3 and 2-pointers to make Let Them Dream make sense. If it's like 3-pointers and a Let Them Dream, that's kind of like what's happening. If it's just 1-pointers and Let Them Dream, that's also like, huh? I think it's like fits in really similar patterns than the other one did. I think you can play more where you have like 4 3-pointers and then like 2-3 Let Them Dreams and 1 1-pointer or 1 2-pointer. And I think that's a functional agenda suite that you probably couldn't play with the GFI thing.
Yeah. Okay. So there are two examples that I'm thinking of. So the first is like Alco, right? Because like Alco, we talk about scoring Alco where like it's like a race. It's a race for points.
Mm-hmm.
So as the runner versus scoring Alco, historically, when the runner wins, are they winning on 7 points or 8 points? Because I'm not actually sure the actual number.
I don't actually know. Also, I've like to the question, I feel like the real answer is that there will be a new style of OCO that probably can play it. I don't think it fits in the current decks though. But I can see like a new one working out. Like if you play maybe seamless launch OCO that's really rushy, it could work there.
Okay. Yeah. Yo, actually, you know what? You know what? What Jinteki ID like Let and Dream is really good in.
I think it reveals the cards of Hiabu, maybe.
Bro, fuck off. No, it's swag, bro.
Oh, sure. Also, it can replace Blood in the Water. It's a comment from Metre. And the Blood in the Water Alco deck was already like a worse version than just playing 3/2s.
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, but I think like honestly, it's what this might do something.
Can you explain the Ishwak thing? Like how?
Like okay, so the thing is, if you are like the Iswak scoring pattern, right? When you the way you get your Iswak counter, is by doing shit like seamless launch, or La Costa Grid, right?
Yeah.
And what that means is that you normally have extra clicks to rejam the agenda you just tutor.
Sorry, can you say that again? You have clicks to.
Yeah, if we have spare clicks on the turn that we get our Iswak counter off Let Them Dream, we can just tutor an agenda into hand and then fucking put it in again. You know what I mean?
Oh, and keep La Costa advancing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could see that happening. I don't think that's going to like work out, but that's going to be kind of cool.
Well, I mean, Wenjong, if you're still here, I hope you heard that. Remember me when the time comes, all right?
Yeah, give each other spot in the decklist right up.
Yeah. Okay. One last example before we move on to I think the last card on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hate myself for saying this. Bangan.
Yeah, I mean, sure, Bangan gets kind of a big advancement from this. That's cool.
Yeah. Like you imagine, like install advance this thing, and then if they leave it, you can go double advance, score, fetch an agenda, and jam again. That's like obnoxious as fuck. Holy crap.
Yeah, and if they go and get it, it's like 1 point. 1 point.
Yeah, it's like fuck. Am I really gonna bother? And I think Bangan really likes like playing like some number of 1-pointers, right? So maybe this isn't like the best example of number of points needed to win per se, but I think definitely. I'm not sure the math, but I'm sure it helps. Like both like in a mathematical sense and like psychologically, the opponent seeing the double advance face up, Let Them Dream, and it's like, bro, this is not fucking worth it.
Cror makes like a really good point with Let Them Dream and Slash and Burn.
Yes, you can slash and burn and pull it back.
Yeah, that's hella sick.
Okay, honestly, I thought of that. I thought of that myself. Like the night that Let Them Dream got spoiled, I did not think of it in conjunction with Bangan.
I don't think that's to be banged. I think that's like a normal Novum rush deck or something. Or like a Novum scoring deck. Like that as a strategy seems kinda like sicko mode.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I think Novum is like one of the winners of this set just from the cards we've seen so far. But
yeah, specifically like
we
can if we were going to do the last part of the stream, we can talk about it there.
Yeah, but I mean, spoiler alert, I think Vulture Fund is hype as fuck.
I don't think so. I think Vulture Fund is not going to see any play.
Huh?
Huh?
What?
No, for real.
For real?
Who the fuck?
Oh, that cat is sick.
Brother, who the fuck played Too Big to Fail outside of Outfit? Ever?
I don't think that's a fair comparison.
No, this is literally a worse Too Big to Fail.
Too Big to Fail didn't get you to big deal money.
So?
Okay, we're saving this conversion for after this. We have to like move on to like the last card on the ban list, right?
Yeah.
Illegal Excavator. As Crank puts it, the real political prisoner of the ban list.
Yeah, I think this is like a one where we kind of have zero information on what's happening. Like, I think this article says that Op is getting like more powerful stuff in the set. So like
God, I hope not.
I think it said it in the article somewhere.
Well, I hope it's wrong.
The ban is justified given Op's dominant position and new tools it's receiving.
Oh no, Op is getting new shit. Oh, it's over.
Op is getting new shit, so we can like give this Vietagora out. It's also, I think, talking about like the cards that are options to this ban. Do you think like banning Extract, Puzzle Spire, or Ob itself would have been like better choices than this?
Okay, I definitely don't want them banning Basalt Spire. I think the card is like super fun and like it's. I think the Basalt like mini game and like the card has a rail drawback, right? And letting both players play around that is like kind of cool and interesting. It's like it's definitely not as fun like in like when you put it in like the Scrubs deck and they can cheese fast advance out the Basalt, and like if there's like less risk involved and all, like the way to stop them from cheesing it out is by trashing 4-cost assets over and over and fucking over until you die.
Yeah.
That's less fun. So in that sense, like Op was the problem Op was definitely the problem and not Basalt, right?
Yeah,
Basalt was like the least part of that problem. I would put it that way. But when you compare it to Extract or Op itself, so there was a point last year when like people were talking about like bans for like top performing corps. I was thinking about a Extract ban. It did not end up happening, of course. They ended up not targeting any op cards in that update, and this is how we got to this position we're in today. So definitely something had to be done, right? So, but to go back to your point, whether it's Extract or Spherical, I feel back then, Extract was like the more obvious boogeyman because like you could go like Extract double measured, right? And even like now you can go wage workers Extract triple measured, like Jesus Christ, like super illegal shit. So that's definitely a strike against Extract. That being said, Extract is like a much more key card than Spherical in like the non boogeyman op decks, like the rush, like the old school rush op, right? So it cuts both ways.
Yeah, I think I like Sviatagor getting banned more exactly for that reason. That I feel like, to me, the coolest ob decks are like the rush ones that actually try to score out, not like try to create this asset sports that like makes opponents like die at some point. And Extract fits into those decks way more than it fits Sviatogors into those decks. So I think this is a ban I favor more.
Yeah, I think that about sums up my thoughts on it as well. Banning Orb itself. Okay, how many cards are in Orb jail?
Kayama Grid? Do you think that's no.
No shot, bro.
Okay, low key, Cyberdex is kinda in Orb jail, I feel like.
Oh my goodness. We finally got to that part.
No, like I don't want to start this thing again, but I was thinking about it, and like PD with Cyberdex Sandbox is like fine actually, and it's like cool, but Ob with this thing is like maybe a menace. So I think this is a actual Ob prisoner in the ban list. So that's one. Cyberdex is Cybersense Harvester is a 2. Drago does some cool stuff in Ob, but I don't think we can consider that in there.
Yeah, Drago's just a regular prisoner.
Yeah, just maximum security.
Bro.
No visitation rights. Sviatogor, I think like that's actually just 3 bans. We used to have more with reconstruction contract.
Yeah, Rikoko, yeah.
Yeah, like some of these have been rotated already.
Okay, this actually, like the Cyberdex Sandbox being in Op jail is a take I haven't heard before. I want to hear about this in your documentary. Although I don't know when that is coming out at this point.
Yeah, and people will say. People will hear about my takes about this card.
Yeah.
Also, somebody come get Alex out of the chat. He's making a fool of himself again.
Bro, you have the power. You can time him out. I can time him out, actually. Can I do it from here?
I think he might be a moderator, so could be tough.
Unluck. Yeah, Rikoko knows what it did, and it wasn't only Op. Was it? It was mostly Ob, let's be real.
It was 100% Ob. Like, what the fuck Cybersense Harvester is doing otherwise?
Yeah. No, not 5%. Rikoko.
Oh, Rikoko? No, it was 100% Rikoko only. Or Ob only. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, honestly, that's
an ass take. What the fuck?
If you remember the N6, was it the N6?
That was N6.
No, it wasn't.
Rikoko.
No. It was the fucking Hollow Man. It was the Hollow Man.
Yeah, that's the thing that was only possible in Ob.
The Hollow Man thing was so funny, but it was so broken.
Tell me one thing Rikoko does that's not like an Ob thing.
Okay, let's be real. When has Rikoko done anything that wasn't fuck? I mean, okay, like honestly, the dedication ceremony deck was like kind of cool.
I mean,
and that wasn't like an Ob thing. That was just
but that's not a reason why it was banned. I think that was just cool.
Yeah. But I didn't like it was banned like long after dedication rotated.
100%. Right? Yeah, and it was banned because of Ob interactions. Because Ob fundamentally breaks the game a lot of the times. Like, there's a reason this fucking rules page is this long. Still scrolling it, yeah. And like, yeah, it's just...
Okay, wait. I'm just going to stop you. It's been literally 90 minutes since the stream started, and I'm just seeing like your fucking overlay commentary, Aksu plus Ams.
Oh,
bro?
That's still there?
Bro?
Who
do you think I am?
I might have forgotten that from just streaming tournament games.
Well, now I know what you really think of me. Okay. Shout out to Ams.
And OP. I think that's Sviatogor covered. Do you think there's anything that could have been unbanned or should have been unbanned? That's currently on the list.
So we are saving the Cyberdex Sandbox discussion for the documentary.
Sure.
Tank on Sand, watch out for that. Tributary, no fucking way. Vashara, no way.
I think the only card I have in this list is Moshing.
Moshing?
Yeah, if Anarchist gets a power taken away from them in form of Hosiko, I feel like this could have been a cool unban. It's like
you don't think? Okay, this is not necessarily me advocating for this, but you don't think that Matryoshka gets unbanned before Moshing?
I think Matryoshka is like too new to unban without being like confident about it.
That's so you mean you believe in like minimum term limits?
I mean, yeah, it's a really bad look if you unban a card. If you ban a card, unban it super fast, and then you have to ban it again. Luminal.
That's quite funny.
I think Matryoshka is coming off at some point. I just don't think this is like the time it needs to come off. But like Moshing, I think is peak gameplay, so it probably should come off. Bunker I want off, but like we're not getting that for a while.
Bro, Bunker has maximum security.
I know, but I still want it. Okay,
my hot take is, and again, this comes down to we haven't seen like the whole of Vantage Point yet, but bro, like if we are not getting if we're not getting any more half decent like tag cards, for fuck's sake, please just release reality. I'm so done. Like, don't give me any more of this Synapse bullshit.
Brother, they just gave you tag cards last like week. Hilo Agent Hella gives you a tag.
Nihilo, bro, you're joking, right? Nihilo Agent.
Brother, it card says tags on it.
Yeah, okay. Nihilo, okay, let's say you unban Nihilo Agent. Oh, sorry, you unban R plus and you put Nihilo Agent in it. Right? And if that's the only tag we're getting, like, bro, I'm not putting.
It's
like,
a start
Nihilo...
of turn, like, infinite.
Bro, it has 3 power counters on it. What the fuck are you smoking?
Nah.
This is. This says gain 2 credits. Like, gain 2 credits for 3 turns. This is a fucking launch campaign. Do you know what that card does? Go search it up now, right now. Fucking now, launch campaign.
I might have forgotten that this spawned with 3 counters.
Infinite value, bro. Bro, all I'm saying is, like, if there aren't actual good tag cards in Vantage Point, there's gonna be hell to pay.
You're going to ride the SBT offices with me?
Yeah, just let me move my plane ticket, right? Where is the SBT office? It's Cambridge, right?
Yeah, somewhere there.
Yeah, somewhere there. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you there like at the end of scoop season.
Deal.
Yeah. So yeah, my hot take is R plus. I guess your hot take is Moshing.
Yeah.
It's a bit sad that probably neither of us is going to get what we want.
No, if our demands are not met in like a respectable amount of time, there will be a consequence.
Bro, you can't even finish your sentence.
I realize I probably should stop before I say it.
All right.
I think that was the ban list.
I guess. Yeah, that's the list. I think we got most of it. Oh, I guess there's one last thing, which is, do you think there were cards that should have been banned that didn't get banned?
I mean, lot.
Sure, that. Because like I know people are like saying stuff like, oh, Seb is like the best runner right now. We should probably take something from Seb.
No. I feel like that's Pella like pre-shooting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because like stuff like Devil Charm has been floated. People talk about banning Crew. I think you can't ban Crew. I think Crew is too important.
I think like calling for these bans before the deck has actually been a menace is like people hating the popular kid at the tech school because they want to play their jank piles.
Oh, that's harsh.
It like feels like that, you know?
Okay, I guess there's a little bit of a philosophical question here. Do you think it's okay for like a pseudo mini faction style runner to be the most popular runner of that faction? So like Seb now or like Essa, like Matryoshka Essa.
Philosophically, no. Philosophically, I think regular runners should dominate the game, and the mini faction kind of decks can be like on the sidelines. But it should be like Hosiko, Sable, and Clat fighting for the best deck in the format.
So you think that the rec deck for each faction should be the most popular deck for that of that faction? Because I think I think it's entirely possible to like imagine. Let me think of like another example that isn't Anarch. Okay, just the first runner that popped into my head is Mercury, and this maybe not the best example, you know.
You want more Mercuries in the game, huh? And you want Mercury to be top 10?
Okay, that's not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying. Like for the love of God, like the last thing we need is more Mercury representation. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it isn't a good example. But I just feel like inherently it should be okay for one faction to have the best deck in their faction be a weird deck. Like rec decks don't have to be like the most popular deck in every faction.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Can we do it? So Shaper is the faction where they get all these cool mini faction things, and I get to play with my reg Anarchs.
Bro, I mean, I'd be happy for that to happen, but I think that ship has sailed like 6 years ago, bro.
Maybe.
You say maybe, like we can't go back and unprint Seb and Essa. That's not happening.
I would if I could.
I mean, I think Shaper is like a better place for weird mini faction runners, like Padma style, you know, than Anarch. Maybe not thematically, but in terms of like the card pool and the color pie, so to speak, right?
I think every faction works about the same on that, realistically.
Maybe
there's enough like design space for every faction where you can like figure out different like sides of it.
Yeah, but I mean, look, in like another timeline, let's say like a time traveler goes back in time and moves a chair or something, right? And then we fast forward back to today, and then you are like some rec shaper, like you are like have of fun, right? They're defending led to the fucking death, and we're complaining, and we're complaining about like all these mini faction shapers ruining their faction identity. Right? This is what you sound like right now.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean that's all I have to say about the mini faction Anarch debate. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all we have for the ban list. Did you want to do like the tier list now?
I'm done.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Ice Cream College made this tier list website thing with all the scooped cards, and we will be filling it in, and people can do the same at home. Do you want to do some specific order or just shoot them randomly?
We can just shoot them. Okay, I think you might need to share your screen because like I'm watching on the stream.
Oh, sure. Delay. You don't want the delay? Share screen. There. You should be able to see that. Huh?
I am loading. Okay, I can see it. Excellent. Yeah, so this has how many cards on it? It's like 15 or 16?
3, 4, 16.
Yeah, 16. Like that's the number of cards we've seen from VP so far. Yeah, and the categories are hype, instant neutral meh, and I slumber. This is like not necessarily a indication of the power level of the card. the card can be like dong ass, and you might
if
still
it's
be
cool, it will be hyped. It's just about how cool and how hyped I'm to play with the cards.
Yeah, but of course there is some level of correlation, right, depending on how much of a Okay. Okay. Is there any card that you are in Ice Slumber?
I feel like this is the first one where we start the fight. I feel like the Criminal ID, also Good Night Crow. Yeah, if it's 5 a.m., go to sleep.
Yeah. Go to sleep, Crow.
So the Criminal ID to me is extremely not interesting, or like I'm not hyped to play it. I feel like it's too much of like a reg ID where it doesn't do interesting things to me. And the play patterns with it that I have seen or figured out by like just looking at the cards are not super interesting. I get like once per turn, I can clear a tag for a bit more value. I feel like the interesting parts of this ID will come for the card pool that's going to be added later on, hopefully.
Bro, I'm super interested in gaining a credit off of DreamNet. Like, I'm so hyped for it. You have no idea, bro.
that's so cringe, brother. If the best part of your ID is that it's digital, like we can put the whole thing in the Ice Slumber.
I mean, I think it's cool. I like number go up. Number go up is good. Double up, shut up.
If the jank enjoyers like look at your card and say that it's slumber, like it's kind of slumber. Do you have actually anything? Why would you be hyped for this card?
What, bro? It's just look at it. It's cool as fuck.
Do you look at the card images?
We are not getting into the art debate again. Okay, Brandon isn't around.
Okay, thematically this card is like peak as hell. I love the idea. I love the vibes. I just gameplay wise, it feels so sleepy.
Jesus. Okay. Double. Okay, I will say DreamNet Merchant is like a really good phrase, but.
PI stands for something else in Filipino. You have any idea what's happening?
Yes, I do. I think I'm not supposed to repeat that on broadcast.
Sure.
I think I'm not supposed to repeat that on broadcast. Normalin.
Yeah, if Dalbal cannot make content out of this, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, no, but you can make content out of anything. You just need to grab like some other guy from your from your testing group. Grab like Bosley or something, you know.
Okay, Loki, I can put it in me just for the like cool art and vibe.
Yeah. You know what? Fine. Fuck it. Fine. I'll take it.
Next one. Flood the market. Any vibes?
I mean, I think it's like, okay. You know what ideas I like to play. So that's like, it's gotta be bare minimum interested, like bare minimum.
Yes. This goes exactly in the style of decks I like, which is like low amounts of ice on a lot of servers. And I feel like this is a card that creates its own different archetype, because if you can actually get into that spot, this ability is so sicko mode. Double for advance 3 times, like, huh? And if you get to 4, we can,
wait.
like...
You're saying that you think this is more, generates the archetype more so than fully operational?
I think that's a combination of 2 cards that created by them, like, together.
Yeah, because like no matter what faction you're putting this in, like you're going to have to pay influence for some number of the other card, right?
Yeah.
Both of these are 3 influence, yeah?
I think so.
Yeah, both of these are 3 influence. Like maybe you don't play like 3 copies of like flop in Epiphany or whatever.
Yeah, you could play one of these.
Yeah, I mean, but definitely whichever, whether you're playing like HB or NBN, is like you are thinking about importing the other one.
100%. I might even put this in hyped. I'm just so interested to see what this does, and like I'm super down to just build lists with this, and it feels like a card I'm really excited to figure out.
Sure, yeah, I can put it in. I can put it in hyped. I have no moral objection to that.
But you would put it in interested or hyped?
I think I'll put it in like very high interested, just because like okay, and the difference is like a very nitpicky difference, and the difference is between Rashida and Humanoid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like the deck building ratios that Humanoid is asking for makes it difficult to find slots for multiple copies of this plus fully operational, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my current take.
I mean, I agree.
But other than that, I think the card is cool as fuck.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's fair to put that in hyped.
Yeah. Okay. Any objections to putting Let Them Dream in hyped? Because like, goddamn, I think this card is.
Yeah, I'm 100% putting it in hyped. People might know that I might like PD, and I think this is like the card that brings PD back onto the map for real.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy to see. I was like screaming and shitting at work what this card was.
Jesus. Okay, I didn't need to know that.
No, but like I was popping off at work and just fucking reading this shit like card. It was so sick. I was like posting in GLC, making LeBron edits out of this card and everything.
LeBron edits. Oh my goodness.
This shit was so peak.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this Anarch companion, like, it's gotta go slumber, right? It's slumber tier.
I don't know, brother. I like this thing is it's making
no way it's as high as
no. I'm just putting it here on like just a temporary thing so people can see that we're talking about it. Because this is making me interested in playing Rio, actually, which I have never been.
Really? This makes it interesting? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, brother, this shit triggers the ID like hella times. You get free triggers of Rio. And like I think this actually might make the deck like functional and good.
I just feel like the problem with Rio is that especially in the meta, in the format without Matryoshka, is that you are going to need to find breaker solutions before like you get to do anything with the ID.
I get to say yum and eat the ice.
Bro, you got the ice is gonna eat you. What are you talking about?
Nah.
What do you mean? Okay, yeah, Viceron, this is like the realest thing that Viceron has said all night, right? The host band is already hitting. Like, Atsu is already in Coop mode and it doesn't even know.
I mean, low key.
Like, what are you doing? How is it not in slumber here?
Lowest I can go is meh.
Yeah, you are so lucky that I don't have my access to my own computer right now, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
No. Like, May is like... If you think about the card, like, neutral is like, I don't feel... Neutral is like, okay, that's a cool card, like, yeah, some people will like it. May is like, I don't feel anything about the card. And Slumber is like, I actively dislike the card.
Well, I actively dislike the card, so...
How the fuck do you actively dislike it? It's like an ID support piece, which is cool. The art is cool. There's like fucking opossums in it, and it's like cool. You can fetch it with ketchup on, which is cool.
I mean, yeah, it gives you one additional raindrops cut stone trigger.
Yeah.
I get it.
Raindrops is like peak. This thing has like actual play on it.
I can't believe I'm having this conversation.
No, like I don't think Rio will be top there with this, but it's like going to be a fun deck to play, like at your casual meetup or something.
Okay, you come back to me after like day 2, right, of VP release.
Yeah, sure.
See how you feel.
Sure, but this is me right now.
We'll come back to this one. Like I'm not gonna argue with you on this shit anymore.
Okay, instead of putting stick and poke in Slumber, can we put the Shaper idea in Slumber now?
Oh.
If you asked me yesterday, I was interested in this idea, but this today, seeing deep dive in the metagame, this like instantly dropped down to Slumber for me.
Okay. The only reason I wouldn't agree with you on this one is because I don't want Not Yeti to be right on this one. Because Not Yeti has been like a hater of Hiram since day one of sport, and like
he had like insider
I cannot live with myself.
He had insider producer
access. For Not Yeti to be right, you know.
He had producer access. Of course, he knows what the ban list is going to be.
That oh my god, it's so difficult to fight against someone with insider access.
Yeah, Inside Job was hella broken of a card. Like, okay, what are you doing with this? What is interesting when you have deep dive in the game?
No, I said I agree with I agree with everything that you're saying, Aksu.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just,
also, the card he is Swedish. Do I need to say more? This shit is not cool.
Oh my goodness. I'm.
Tell me one thing why I should put this in me.
That fucking killed me. Holy shit.
Tell me one thing.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, all I'm saying, right, is that if we put Hiram in Ice Lumber tier, that will mean that we have to admit that Not Yeti was right all along, and like I don't know if I can live with that. You know what I mean?
True, fuck Not Yeti. Like, so you want to go meh or neutral?
Yeah, it has to be meh because Not Yeti can't be right.
Yeah, sure. That's like the only reason I'll put this far.
Yeah. Okay.
Your
now
pick,
that we can
your
agree.
pick.
Okay. Okay, I want to talk about like the two like stealth Anarch cards together because I think I've like heard different opinions on which one is worse.
We can start.
So which one do you think is worse?
We can start for Lampades. Like I think Lampades is like, if you eat an Audacity with this, I'm popping off. You know?
I would be down if Audacity was in the format.
I'm sure, but like also if it's Viatagor with this, it's hype.
God, I sure hope I'm not seeing like accessing Sphere of Ghost with my Lampades in the standard format.
So I feel like everything I was like hyped for this card is like no longer around. Like, okay, eating operations is hella sick, you know? Turning into your Trickster Taka into trashing an asset in an asset matchup is hella sick.
I agree.
Playing a program for it, less sick.
Okay, I mean, if you think about this as 3 charge imp, that's like super sick, right?
Yeah.
The problem is, as you said, like the best 0 cost shit is like gone, right? It's either rotated or it's banned.
Exactly.
And like, so the question is, okay, so at 1 cost we have like a bunch of good stuff, right? But at 1 cost we have like Trank Grid, Seamless Launch,
all NBN assets.
I don't know, Wall. Yeah,
Nihilo
all this,
Agent.
Wall to Wall, Nihilo, balance coverage, FUT, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So the question is, how hard is it going to be to get the first stealth credit? Because if you get one stealth credit on a consistent basis, this card is I'm down.
Brother,
right?
the weird dog is still in the game.
Yeah. Okay. So you tell me how consistently are you going to be able to get the dog and lump these nuts in on the same play area at the same time?
So Corsair.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. I'm hyped for it. If I'm interested to play Stealth Anarch just because I can put this card in there and eat my opponent's dreams.
Bro, dreams is an agenda. You can't eat it. Okay, wait. No, I forgot who I'm talking to. You can always eat it. Okay, let me think.
But I think it's at least neutral. I'm interested in playing Stealth Anarch just because this exists.
Fine, whatever. I will say this one goes a lot higher for me if smoke is still in the game, right? Or if the Anarch in the next set is going to be a stealth. It's going to be a stealth Anarch smoke. That will be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. This is hella card pool dependent, but so is other cards we have put in here already.
Sure. Fine. So I'm okay to put it neutral.
So Corsair goes right next to it, right?
No, sure. Corsair's Lumber here. Lumber.
No, it's not Rising Tide. Come on.
The thing is, right, if you have stealth credits, and we assume that stealth credits are going to be a limited resource, right, because it kind of has to be, right, by design, I would 100% much rather spend all my stealth credits on Lumpedies than on Corsair, right? Just because, Corsair, even Corsair with stealth credits is still, you're going to need, more cards other than just Corsair to do shit.
I mean, yeah. It breaks Brand for 5, though.
I mean, 2 of which is stealth, right?
Sure, but you just will have hella stealth credits.
That remains to be seen.
Also, hello, Brandon. We're streaming the tier list for the new set.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. What's your take on Corsair?
Where did you land?
No.
How many cards
I think Corsair's dog shit. I think it's Lumber tier. No? Just me? This is the one take that I'm going to 100% back on Meteor on this one. Corsair, it just sucks. Come on, bro. Just play Rising Tide. Just play Rising Tide.
What card?
Corsair.
The Stealth Fractor.
Oh, shit.
From Worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put it in Slumber.
Luxury line.
Yum.
Y'all have fun.
See ya, brother.
See you.
Peace. Yeah.
Okay, it's hyped. It's hella hyped. This shit is so peak. We are so fucking back. I was so happy about to see this card.
I think it's a really good card, and I think it's again another way that you see this card and you say okay, fine. Maybe if this card exists, Deep Dive isn't gonna fucking take over the meta because there'll be HP decks around that you can't actually.
Yeah, this will save the meta game.
And the game. Yeah.
Okay, where else are you putting it instead of hype? This shit is so peak. It's legit Kino.
Oh yeah. Bro, I mean, I like scoring decks as much as the next guy, but
no, you don't. If you don't think this is hyped, you don't like scoring decks. Actually.
Wow, bro, I can't believe you're going there.
No, you just want to play some cringe ass grinder deck. Imagine this shit in Asa also. Asa scored this, install a new card, get the Asa trigger. That shit is peak.
I mean,
You're just mad that this will be played in Leo, for real.
I am. Like, I mean, God help me, I am mad. I look at this and I see like they install advanced and remote behind like a Managam skunk works. They're not even a void, just with a skunk.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm like, bro, you cannot be serious.
It's going to
you
be
asked me to get this.
the remote is going to be this Boom and MIC. Like, good luck.
Okay, yeah. Just thinking of it tilts me off the face of the earth already, bro.
We can
Yeah.
okay. All of us can agree that Leo sucks ass to play against. But like, that's not the agenda's fault.
I mean, it kind of is, right?
I mean, it's low-key.
I mean, now it is.
Okay,
Like,
we can put it in interested with the connotation mark that if Leo didn't exist and be an evil threat upon Earth, it would be hyped.
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, what do you think of the Jinteki ID?
Straight into hype. I think this is hella cool. Like,
I think it's cool. I don't think it's as cool as everyone is going to like make it out. Just because like I'm just so scared of all those like JNet cryptids that show up in meat space and like start like fucking shuffling the cards every turn, right? and make you picking one of three as like, bro, just play the game, bro.
I mean, sure, there will be evil people in the world. We never can get rid of all the evil people. But like, this is so interesting. It makes fun of play patterns. It like has bluffing elements. The bluffing elements are kind of whack. Like, where I put my shit. Like, I mean, it also has really cool play patterns. I think this will make really interesting Regenesis decks.
Yeah.
And
so I will say that I personally would put this in interested, but I am like less willing to fight you on this one than the luxury line thing, because I don't feel as strongly about this one as I do about Leo. So you know what, you can have this one.
Sure. And I think it will make new decks. It will be like it. Okay, if you consider this will be just an upgrade for Restoring Humanity, which is like hella boring, it's cool.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, my minimum is like interested. So like I'm like down for like a certain level already. So yeah, this is fine. Yeah, I mean, exactly right. There's no way it's bad. It can't be bad.
Yeah, I think it will be like Restoring Humanity at least.
Exactly.
And yeah, evil people will hurt it like every ID, but like I think we can overpower them.
Together we have the strength.
Exactly.
Underdome? I know this is the biggest question mark for me,
I think it's literally neutral. I see like cool play patterns with it. I just kind of want to see more what's happening. Like, if this drew 3 cards, I would be really hyped for it. But like,
bro, if this 2 figures, it'll be broken as fuck. Holy crap.
But like, okay, if it did literally anything except remove the tag, I would be extremely hyped for it.
Yeah, so like, the way I think about it is it can't do anything more than it already has, because like if it did more than like 2 cards or 1 tag, it will be like, because you drop it, like turn someone the Corp Brez or something, and you get your trigger, right? And then if it did anything more than what it says now, it would also basically say the Corp can't risk ice next turn. That's bullshit. Because like no way you're giving like the Crim like 1 credit draw 6 or whatever.
Yeah. No, if it like was gain 2 draws or gain 2 credits. I really just think that tag clear is whack.
Sure, I guess. Like, I mean, we can infer from like the Vic ID that there'll be more like self-tagging.
Like,
yeah, I mean, obviously you don't play this in Vic, right? But you play this in Bass.
Yeah, I think this is a Bass card, kinda. And maybe the tag clear starts making more sense after the new cards come out. But I feel like this is just like, it's going to be tested in Bass. And it might be like your 45th card in there.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like,
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay leaving
like,
it in neutral because like there's no good place to put it now.
yeah. Can we put Synchro Collider in there also? Because that's really dependent on what we will see.
I feel like I want to put it in meh though, because I just don't see like yes, I mean we can talk about the combo potential with Flutter Market and so on, but
I mean surely there has to be more doubles than this one card though.
I mean, so what are the HV doubles? It's like Corp Hospitality.
Corporate
And,
Hospitality and the Distributed Tracing and...
Okay, yeah, Distributed Tracing. I do not want to see people do evil shit with that. Like, I'm just gonna say up front.
I mean, sure.
That is like... evil. Evil people. With evil cards.
I feel like you're climbing some of my, like, area with this evil claim.
I'm just saying, like, I'm gonna lose my shit, right? The first time I'm gonna get like Cyclotron, Distributed Tracing, Hypoxia. I will maul Aksu.
I mean, sure, but like Corporate Hospitality with this is cool. The install display mitosis is like evil.
You're not helping our case here.
And I'm not.
Yeah, just stick it in meh and leave it. Like, I don't think it's bad enough to be like.
I think it's meh plus because like it can be really cool if we get more interesting doubles.
Sure. Yeah. It can be cool and it will be like on like a deck of the week highlight or whatever. But I think you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. The only people who are using this card like legitimately are like evil people.
Sure. I mean, I don't know.
That's not bro.
Corporate Hospitality is cool.
I feel like there's so much better ways to generate value because the thing is like the Corp Hospitality, unless like the runner is like super AFK and letting you loop like Corp Hospitality back to back.
I play one of these, I put it on the table, my opponent doesn't want to trash it because it's low value. And I like get my Corporate Hospitality triggers, I get my Flood the Market triggers, like I get like 3 extra clicks and it's like fun.
No, there's no way, right? There's no way that you play the first Corporate Hospitality and then the runner doesn't go and trash this thing, at which point you have paid 1 more credit for wage workers that it costs them 1 less to trash. You know what I mean?
Is it only the first one that you play in a turn?
Yeah, it's only the first.
Sure, neutral
so
is
it's
fine.
Like a worse. It's like a worse stated. A worse stated.
Okay, I agree with you. We can put it in neutral and continue.
Bro, I said it. I said it's meta. It's evil. It's an evil card. It will be used for evil things.
It's not an evil card. It's an evil enabler at maximum. And like, I'm interested in it, and because of the evil people, it will go to neutral.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, it's so evil. It's I don't know what to say other than that, bro.
Okay. We can start looking at flagship, and I need to make a thing.
Oh, you add another row?
Yep. Oh, damn. I don't know how this site works. So I made the new. I hate Nebula so much there.
Okay.
Because I hate Nebula so much and people will play this shit in there. And it will be so cringe.
It will be extremely cringy, as they can say.
Who thought playing Nebula and Crim? Like, we saw Eternal make this mistake. And this is better than like Chrysium is. You at least like can twinning the Chrysium Nebula deck like at the end game. But no, not longer. Like, this is so frustrating.
I mean, I agree. Like what? What can you do? I will say that gives like this gives your pinhole threading something to do against Nebula, which is like not it's like a silver lining,
it's
you know.
not nothing, yeah. Unless they play like the Vladimir Sidikris version.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, Cranked is back. Okay, why on earth do we think New Crimson is remotely playable? Because I mean, I think the name of the category speaks for itself, which is like I don't think I can't disagree with Axel on this, right? As much as I would like to. I think like he's absolutely bang on with this one. Like Nebula is cringy, and yeah. So this is nothing to do with like the card's playability. It's just it's everything to do with
yeah.
Nebula.
It's also that I think it, like, otherwise, I think it's a neutral card. I think it's like fine in Glacier decks. Putting this in like not PD, the Leo, if like deep dive shaper is like hella good. It's like really good. It works in similar ways as Chrism does. I just think the Nebula deck will be so annoying to play against, and it will be hella popular on JNet, that I think this goes down here.
Yeah. Meteor, they don't let you install it on Archives because you wanted to protect set players for no reason. You know what? I also completely agree with that. Like,
it doesn't go on Archives, because if you put this on Archives, you can access one card of Archives, and that's hella weird rules interaction.
Oh, is that the reason?
That's what I like figured out. Like, if you put this on Remote, that would be doing the same thing. And like Archive has kind of weird rules connotations.
I suppose, yeah. I guess they just didn't want to deal with that shit.
That's my guess. I don't have like zero information on
it. Well, Cranked, I don't know what to say. I think you are in really big risk of jeopardizing our friendship at this point. Jesus Christ, why would you say such a hateful thing?
How do you ban people in YouTube channels chat?
I don't know. It's your channel, bro.
Mm.
Yeah, it's walking on thin ice here, Cranked. Better watch yourself.
100%. Yeah, this is going to be. I hate Nebula so much there. Easy as.
Yeah. Okay, can we talk about the actually cool Wayland card now?
I just don't. Okay, we can talk about it, but I know we disagree on this, because I just don't think Wars Too Big to Fail is a good card.
I mean, bro, I don't know what to say other than it's so much fucking money. Like, you fire one of this.
So what's Too Big to Fail? Did people play it ever? Outside of Outfit, and Argus as like one of.
I mean,
you can just answer honestly and say that they didn't. And Too Big to Fail was way better than this.
I don't think it's like way better.
No, it's not way better, but it's better still. It's better.
It's like, okay, fine. It's not strictly better, but it's better. I can like agree that Too Big to Fail is probably overall better than Voucher Fund. But I think just in terms of like raw econ operation quality, you play one of these in Nuvum, it's like gonzo money. It's like crazy how much money it is. Yeah. Viceron says they printed yellow outfit. I kind of don't rate editorial division, but I mean, definitely ED decks are going to play this for sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically the same thing as outfit is, like, where you just put every single pad publicity card in there. But like, I don't think that makes the card more hype or interesting.
I don't know, bro. I think this card is like legit interesting tier.
I just don't see it.
Bro doesn't have the vision.
Okay, I think it's meh. You think you're interested? We can put it in neutral and continue.
Fine, whatever.
I also already put ED in meh because like, do you want to play against a deck that just loops oppose every time they take a pet publicity?
No, I do not.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
Like the set needs to have like some real gas for this to like be hella pipe and pop off. But I just don't think it's like a.
Yeah.
It's not. It's
also,
no outfit. It's no outfit. Also, it's not Wayland,
also-
so I cannot play regulatory capture in it, which is minus points.
I also think that, I mean, I guess this is partially the fault of like the next card on the list, also, but I think like bad pub cycling is like kind of cringy.
Yeah, Nilo agent is like.
It's like super cringe tier.
Yeah,
it's like super tier.
It's like, oh, we wanted to print Synapse support, and everybody knows what we think of Synapse.
Yeah, holy shit, bro! I'm Synapse's #1 hater. if Synapse has one hater on this planet, it's me. If Synapse has no haters, I'm dead.
Yeah, like I just. People have said some cool play patterns with this, but every time they say they're cool play pattern, I'm just like, okay, you're playing an asset deck and taking a pad publicity for like getting them to float one tag.
Yeah, and then like people are talking about like, the combos with like Oppo research, and I mean that just also sounds like giga cringy to me,
Combos with Oppo research?
Yeah. Like so how it goes is like if you end your you just install and rest this, right? And then you play Oppo research as the last click, you get them 4 tags. You end your turn, this triggers, this gives them a 5th tag, right? And then how it works is normally your start of turn they remove a tag. So if they clear 4 and then start of turn clear 1, this one clears 1, so they go back to 0. But like the evil thing you can do is that if your Synapse, they've removed the first tag, and then your ID triggers, you over-install the Nihil agent, you no longer remove a tag at start of turn, so they start your turn with 1 tag.
Sure. Okay, you do all this, so your opponent you gain 1 turn where your opponent has 1 tag.
Yes. It's like the absolute worst combination of both like overly complicated for not that much benefit, and it's evil.
Yeah.
And it's Synapse, but we knew that already. Like, so
Exactly.
we knew it's already evil. Yeah, so yeah, so straight Slumber tier for me. Fuck off.
It's late Slumber tier. I would like the art to be on a playmat, which is cool. Okay,
Yeah.
every time somebody tries to talk to me about, okay, this goes in your like yellow-white prison asset deck, and I just realized like, okay, you're taking pad publicity voluntarily in this kind of a deck, like no shot.
I mean, no one said it had to be good,
I mean,
But I mean,
okay, sure.
no. I mean, I think Visitron is like right. It is a yellow prison card. Maybe not like the super horizontal yellow prison. If you imagine this behind 2 eyes and then they do the Oppo combo and you're like, fuck, like I'm getting like Oppo combo by this bozo or whatever. And like you will feel frustrated, and like the worst part is these people are gonna be allowed to get away with it because Synapse is an identity that exists somehow.
Yeah.
Moral story is like just give me back R+, bro. I can't take it.
How many synapses would you offer up on the altar of R+?
All of them. Get me out of here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like yeah. I mean, I got nothing else to say. Like fuck that ID. Go next.
Next one, Magistrate Revontulet.
I mean, this one is really cool. I want to say this is really cool.
Yeah. I think it's like
this one goes straight to interested tiers for me.
It's like an Amani Senai kind of effect, where it's like an asset that makes interacting with agendas way harder and more annoying. Which also gives you benefits for scoring agendas. And when you score an artificial crypto crush with this installed, your opponent is losing 10 whole credits.
Yeah. Your opponent's going straight into hell.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
It also makes, like, if you, like, siphon your opponent down to 0 with a bigger picture, you kind of get this mini Bellona effect, and you, like, they literally cannot interact with you anymore.
Yeah, I agree. And also, like, I think the art is, like, really, really banger.
Yeah, also, it's the first Finnish card in the entire Netrunner scene, so, like, I'm happy.
Is it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I didn't even know, like, Revontulet is, like, a Finnish name.
Revontulet. It's not a Finnish name. It's like what Finnish people call Aurora, you know?
Ah, okay. I always thought it was French, you know?
Really? Or are you joking about the GLC conversation?
I mean, yes, but, like, for real, it sounds like a French thing to me.
I mean, sure.
Yeah.
I just think it's a cool card. I'm interested to see how it works in wide asset decks. I think some people have claimed that this card is, like, doesn't have enough power behind it, but, like, I don't know. I'm interested to see what happens.
I mean, if you read the article, you can, like, see, like, the various iterations that this thing went through, and I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that this specific kind of effect is, like, really difficult to get the numbers exactly right on, especially in a meta that we don't know, like, what the econ levels for runners are going to look like, right?
Yeah.
So, like, but as, like, a first release of this kind of effect that we've had in the NSG era, I feel like this is, like, not a bad place to start.
Yeah. Do you think this or Amani in your, like, if you could just pick?
Ooh. Or Amani. God damn, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Amani is the cooler card, but only because I think runners should be allowed to have a way out, right? By just YOLOing centrals. And this one actually just stops them from YOLOing centrals.
I think I'm exactly the opposite on this. I feel like I like that this, like, stop your opponent from, like, YOLOing centrals in asset decks.
I mean, it's a little bit of one, a little bit of two, right? Because I think it was cool that you could set traps for the runner on the board, and they run your Oracle think tank, and then you rest the Amani, and now they have, like, multiple problems to deal with.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, this is kind of, like, more optional, so you don't accidentally beef.
The runner can actually just bounce off.
Also, somebody in the chat said, I'm looking to forward playing this in GameNet, and I instantly want to put it in, like, neutral.
Wait, Zinchling, why would you say such a thing like this? What? I thought we were friends, bro.
Like, low-key, no.
Oh my god, we had such good. Okay, Zinchling, I gotta be real. Like, I had this very fond memory of the two of us, like, talking on, like, the second floor of or, like, the artist colony at Worlds, right, in Edinburgh. We were talking about, like, our decks and, like, after the event and how we did and everything, and you were telling me about this about Cyber Trooper Talud and all that stuff. And, like, all that memory is, like, very close to just getting completely washed away by what you just said about GameNet. Like, holy shit, bro. Why would you say this?
Also, people talking about Private West, like, if this encourages GameNet or Private West gameplay, I just cannot recommend it.
Okay, so the thing is, I feel like the Pravdivos decks that are actually trying to score are actually kind of cool. Like, the NAPD corner decks are actually kind of cool. Like, if you're using the ability proactively.
Yeah, but it's Pravdivos, brother.
Okay, so I mean, I know the ID gets a bad rap. It's like the reverse of reverse of Cyclotron, right? because like Cyclotron theoretically has non-evil purposes, but the people who are using it are all gonna do evil shit with it. I think I think Magistrate is the opposite, right? I think definitely you will like you can generate evil things to do with Magistrate, but I think the play patterns that we see with in the decks that do want to use this card are will be more interesting than the average deck of that type.
Sure. Okay, yeah. GameNet without Magistrate is worse, like more frustrating to play against than a GameNet that actually has a purpose to exist. And Providence deck, that is a shell game, miserable pile of cards.
Yeah. So the prop shell game is not playing this card.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prop shell game is not playing this card. The GameNet grinder is not playing this card.
Okay, so this might be actually rehabilitating those evil people.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm interested.
Is that the last card?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. How do you feel about this?
I'm good. Like, I think this is pretty close to my original list. I think I had a couple of cards differently, but like I think this top 5 or top 4 is like what I'm actually extremely hyped for, and everything else is going to be fun to play with. I think. I don't think there's like a lot of offensive cards to me. Like,
I think like, the only 2 things I would change is like Vulture 1 slot up and then Hiram 1 slot down, but don't tell not Yeti, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I can. Okay, that might be a cool like deck with Vulture Fund.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm good with this.
Yeah. All right. With that, when's your next stream going to become?
Okay, well, I hope my next stream is Friday the 28th because that's when my my scoops is supposed to be scheduled. We'll see like what the state of my PC is when I bring it into the shop tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't really give any concrete updates on that.
Yeah, so there's going to be news on that. Scoops on this channel is going to be on the 25th. And hopefully I don't have to give any of them to the Shadownet people.
Oh. No, you're going to get blacklisted by NSG next. You better watch yourself.
Yeah, it might be dangerous. But with that, I think people should go and be excited about the new set somewhere and talk about the new cards. And go play Quick Draft in the meantime.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, see you all around soon.
It do be